In 2023, Elon Musk was overthrown by this one unknown man in being the richest person in the world. The billionaire who is known for his ruthless business tactics. A cold-hearted moneymaker who betrayed friends and exploited partners to achieve it all. This one man is responsible in building the world's largest luxury goods conglomerate. World's most valuable companies including Louis Vuitton, Christian Dior, Celine, Fendi, Hublot, Zenith, Tiffany are all owned by this one single man. Although having a net worth of around $200 billion, not much people know about him. This is because unlike most other billionaires, he lives a very private and secret life. This is the insane story of the wolf in Kashmir, the CEO and chairman of LVMH Group, Bernard Arnault. Arnault was born on 5th March 1949 in Roubaix, a city in northern France. He was born into a family which already had connections to business. His father, Jean-Léo Arnault, was the owner of a civil engineering company, and Bernard grew up in an entrepreneurial environment. Arnault was raised in a strict Catholic origin style. He took classical piano lessons, played tennis, and attended elite Catholic schools. A typical rich kid lifestyle. In 1971, Arnault graduated from École Polytechnique, which was a leading engineering school where only a selected number of students were allowed to study. His early exposure to business through his family and his educational background played an important role in shaping his entrepreneurial spirit. From an early age, Arnault learned about business, the art of taking risks and being ambitious. He joined his father's civil engineering company, Ferret Savinel. He also became the president of the company from 1978 to 1984. Although of the early success in his life, Arnault was not satisfied and he wanted to do things even greater. He entered the real estate market and later shifted his focus to the luxury goods industry, becoming one of the most prominent figures in this sector. Well, to build a great empire, there are mainly two ways. One in which you build a company, make it the best in its sector while competing against other similar companies and gradually leading to the top. And the second way, to acquire all the companies of the market. In his life, Arnault always went for the second path. From the very beginning, Arnault had a great interest in the company Christian Dior. At that time, Dior was owned by a textile and retail conglomerate, Bouzac Saint Furnace, along with LVMH and Conforama. In the early 1980s, Bouzac faced serious financial difficulties due to the textile crisis and was on the verge of bankruptcy. For all entrepreneurs, problems are just hidden opportunities. French government was set to choose someone to take over Bouzac Saint Furnace. Arnault won the bidding war with the help of his network of some politicians as well as some elite businessmen and acquired the company for just £1. After the takeover, Arnault laid off 9,000 workers in just 2 years, giving him the nickname the Terminator. He almost sold all his company's assets, keeping only Christian Dior brand and LVMH department store. In the 1980s, the stock market was mainly ruled by a certain type of investors who were known for their greed and only cared about making money. No company stood a chance against them. It was the time of corporate raiders like Carl Icahn. The corporate raiders would buy large stakes of companies to gain complete control over them. They would then make some significant changes in the company to maximize their profits, or would break the company into smaller divisions and finally sell them for higher profits. These raiders were nightmares for entrepreneurs as they could do nothing but just watch their lifelong hard work getting sold. Arnault came up with a plan to protect these family-run luxury brands from the hands of the raiders. In 1987, he worked with two rivaling business magnates, Alain Chevalier, CEO of Moet Hennessy, and Henri Racamier, the president of Louis Vuitton, to form LVMH, forming the largest luxury goods conglomerate at that time. Once companies are merged, they become way too expensive for the corporate raiders to buy them, and thus these companies were safe from their hands. What do you think? This was the end of the story. Well, it will take a much darker turn, as there is a saying, tall walls can stop raiders outside the castle, but no wall can stop a Trojan horse. Although the two companies were merged, we shall not forget that the two owners were still rivals. Alain Chevalier and Henry Racamier worked on completely different strategic ideas, gradually weakening the conglomerate. But as I said earlier, problems are just hidden opportunities. And this time, the person getting these opportunities was none but Bernard Arnault. Arnault secretly bought a stake in the company after the great stock market crash of Black Monday on 1987. It got even better when Henry, the old CEO of LV, asked Arnault to acquire shares of the company and help bring the company in a single direction. Now, the unexpected was about to happen. Arnault kept buying shares of the company. In January 1989, he spent another $500 million to gain a total of 43.5% shares of LVMH, thus becoming its largest shareholder. He also gained its 35% voting rights. He then turned against Racamier and stripped him of his power of the board of directors. On 13 January 1989, the Wolf in Cashmere was elected chairman of the executive management board. Arnault had turned tables for many companies before, but will he be successful again? The luxury goods industry was highly competitive and LVMH required a lot of improvements. It was a struggling company and Arnault was on his work to take it to its peak. He removed unprofitable layers of management and cut costs to make the company streamlined and efficient. He completely restructured the management. Arnault realized that to make LVMH a global brand, they cannot stay confined to France. Arnault opened multiple stores in many other major cities. Everybody should know about this company's outstanding products. He started investing heavily into marketing, from fashion magazine, billboards to even tennis matches. But one thing that he never compromised on was the quality. Their every product was made with the highest quality materials, giving their customers a feeling of satisfaction and luxury. LVMH's sales and shares increased rapidly, and so did Arnault's net worth. The company was having a massive growth, but there was one competitor that was not ready to give up so easily: Gucci. This Italian brand was also having a massive growth due to their products and innovative designs. Arnault wanted to play the same ruthless strategy that he had used against LVMH. He secretly started buying shares of the company, but he was not successful this time. Domenico De Sole, the CEO of Gucci, was highly protective of his company. He openly accused Arnault of his policy, but Arnault kept doing what he wanted to do. He increased his share from 5% to 34%, promising to be a supportive partner, but Domenico didn't believe him. Every time LVMH bought new shares of Gucci, Domenico made new shares to keep Arnault's shares diluted. Finally, on September 2001, they signed a statement that LVMH will no longer buy any more shares of Gucci. They also sold all their shares, moving out with a profit of about $700 million. In the following years, LVMH acquired many other companies, including Celine in July 1988, Baluti and Kenzo in 1993, Guerlain in 1994, Loewe in 1996, followed by Marc Jacobs and Sephora in 1997. There were many more companies, the most recent being Tiffany in January 2021. According to Forbes, as of now, Arnault has a net worth of $197 billion, making him the second richest person in the world after Elon Musk. Arnault lives a very secretive life and is known for his expensive possessions. Arnault is known for his large collection of contemporary art, including works of Picasso and Warhol. In 2006, Arnault started the Louis Vuitton Foundation project dedicated to creation and contemporary art. In 2008, Arnault purchased a 75% stake in Princess Yachts, a British-based motor yacht building company, for 253 million euros. His possessions also include his various mansions, his private island called the Indigo Islands, valued at around $35 million, and also his super yacht Symphony, worth over $150 million, and many other countless things. We can say that Arnault enjoys all his wealth just like a Bond villain. So we have come to the end of the video. I hope this video was valuable to you. If you found this video interesting, please do give it a like, because this type of videos take a ton of effort and time in scripting, researching and editing. If you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing it, because we keep uploading such informative videos. Comment down any one life lesson that you have learned from this biography of Bernard Arnault. Meet you in the next video. Till then, it's me Ali Abbas signing off.